Why are you cats fighting now then? Sorry, I would have said more, but I was not near the keyboard.
To piss me off.
I'm sure they have a different reason than that. Also, This reminds me, I found when I was making the Aprilverse bloopers, a file labelled 7 minutes of Suni fighting with her cats.
Beautiful.
And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's like you had put all of your bloopers regarding your little furry son at the end of your recording, so I just kept them all. But some of them are just like da 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 da. No, stop it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember at one point I nearly completely shattered my mic because I got up so furiously to chase him away from something that my entire recording setup, laptop, mic and all, tumbled to the floor straight onto metal.
Oh,
that's no bueno.
Yeah. There's also one where you're recording in your brother's character voice, which is different than your regular speaking voice. But you kept that voice and just in the same sentence went, "Get down from the curtains!"
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Except that you were talking to Goosey in the actual recording, so it sounded like you're just yelling at him to get off the curtains.
Get out of there!
No, bad Goody. No.
Exactly.
Like he's wrapping them around himself like a shawl or something and putting on a fucking Metaton fashion show. Get out of the curtains!
Those bloopers were far too much fun. I just ran out of time for putting even more in. Because there were more. There were like over 100 bloopers. I just didn't have the time to make more than 9 minutes worth. To be honest, Sonny, you probably could have powered the entire thing on your bloopers alone.
Yeah. I didn't blame you for not putting them all in because it was like, there's a lot to choose from. You just kind of had to take the pig at the litter there.
Yeah. Can I ask for context about the one against the wall, please?
No.
Right, okay.
That one's best left without context. In fact, I was surprised you chose that one because I didn't think it was particularly funny.
It was your delivery. It was like, anyway.
All right, that makes sense.
Okay. Skywriter says the microphone is listed as 100, which seems to be the proper setting for as loud as possible.
Took him a bit to get...
It sounds an awful lot like you're recording on the internal mic, not the snowball.
Is your system set to default to your microphone, or is it possible that you unplugged it recently and it reverted back?
Yeah, because that happens whenever Neighrator and I talk on Discord. There's always a few minutes at the start where we try to figure out why my sound isn't working, and it's generally that it's gone back to internal mic.
Same. If there's at any point where you unplug your mic, I know Discord will just automatically default to whatever other one you have, usually the internal one, and then you have to fuck with it until it goes back to the regular one. It pisses me off every time.
Mumble is just shittier than usual, than most applications as far as that goes.
Sorry.
But it's very, very convenient for recording because it records multi-track, which is good.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason I chose Mumble, is because it has the audio track, multiple track. I'll get words eventually. Multiple track feature, because it makes it much easier for me to separate out when we start arguing.
No, I'd say we're probably fine to get started, Skywriter, if you want, because it's multi-track. She can probably boost it in post.
Yeah, I usually do that.
The silence was deafening.
Silence is golden.
Is I'm able to meaningfully participate in this discussion. Microphones low level. Is anyone really just barely able to hear me? Is that the case here?
You seem even lower than before. That's weird.
Oh.
I'm looking to see if there's a way I can boost you manually from here, but it doesn't appear I can control your sound.
How close to your mic are you? And I don't know if the Snowball has this feature, but I know the Yeti has different voice input settings, and I was accidentally recording backwards once, and it sounded really faint like that. Is it possible you're speaking into the wrong end right now?
The Snowball's just unidirectional, so it's not that. No dials and knobs or hardware stuff to fiddle with.
I'm having a look, because I never owned a Snowball. I went straight for the Yeti when I started. So I'm just trying to look at its specs to see what...
I recently acquired a Snowball, and I use it at work. Yeah, it's pretty hard to have the wrong way, because the USB's on the end that you don't talk in, the other way. And it's pretty much set up to plug and play. So there's really not much to set up there. But I agree that he sounds really quiet.
The blue products are just really bad, and that's just the way it is. Everybody was recommending the Blue Yeti to me when I was getting started, and nobody, as time went on, I realized it was just really bad, and nobody should use it.
It's a good starter, Mike. Like when you
disagree.
don't know what you're doing, a blue is, and you don't know if you're gonna keep going with a hobby. Like you don't want to be splashing out $1,000 for a mic. A blue snowball is a pretty good starter.
Yeah. My Yeti is perfectly fine, I guess, but I have been needing to splurge on a new one because I have figured out that I'm one of those rare fun people who have a specific timbre of voice that the Yeti does not handle well, and that's part of why it's really hard for me not to clip even when I'm just talking sometimes, because apparently there are just some voices that Yetis can't handle, and mine is one of them.
See, now I'm just imagining you off in like a snowy wasteland yelling at Yetis running away from you.
Work, damn it! Stop peaking! Get off that mountain peak!
Everyone should spend $1,000 on their microphone setup like I did. Honestly, I don't know why everyone doesn't just do that. Why don't you just spend some money? This is how we gatekeep people. Don't just want to riff-raff.
I will point out that I have a USB AT2020, and it's been working fine for about 6 years.
I'm breaking up with you.
Whoa!
You were willing to break up with me over my TV.
Wow, drama confirmed.
That sounds about right.
It's a
Confirmed.
really shitty TV, though, to be fair.
Because I don't watch television.
That is a fair point.
Like,
How am I supposed to Netflix and chill if she's got no Netflix?
I have Netflix. It just has to be played on a laptop.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to chill more.
I was going to say, I think what you're missing is the chill part.
Yeah.
I stopped just shy of what I...
You telly-shamed me in a public server.
You deserve it! She has a TV from 2002. It is 480p.
Hang on, it's 2009. Thank you very much.
Oh, excuse me.
But yeah,
Still
I also
480p.
have. Okay, I also have one from 1999, but yeah.
Is anyone else getting the popcorn?
Oh, we're not even getting started yet. I actually do have one of those big ass old televisions that goes back for about 50 feet and has a VHS player built into the screen. That's because there are some old anime that never got a Blu-ray or a DVD release. So the only way I can make copies of them, totally legal copies, is by playing them and then recording them. You remember how much trouble I had getting hold of Blue Sonnet, NP?
I spent... Oh my god. She mentioned
Tell
offhand...
the story. While Skywriter is sorting himself out, you tell the story of the Blue Sonnet anime and your struggles.
Mentioned offhand to me one time that there was this anime that she really liked as a kid called Blue Sonnet. And I was like, oh, I made a note of that. And I had this plan where I was going to surprise it with her with a digital copy that she could download for her birthday or Christmas or something. I spent about a year. I'm a very resourceful individual on the internet. You know what I'm saying? People come to me when they can't find stuff. I'm the finder of the narrators, okay? So I checked all my sources. I tried every public torrent tracker I could think of, every private tracker that I could find. I begged, borrowed, and cajoled my way into a whole new private trackers, increasingly obscure ones that no one's ever heard of, non-English speaking torrent trackers. I searched newsgroup forums. I could not find this fucking anime anywhere. As near as I could tell, it was released to VHS in the 90s, and nobody ever bothered to rip it and upload it to the internet. It just didn't exist.
Well,
after
the Japanese version was online, but it was specifically the dub that I'd wanted because that's
the
what
English
I saw.
Dub I couldn't find, and so I was like, okay, I found somebody on eBay. I was gonna buy it for $60 and then rip it myself. I was gonna import the VHS tapes and then rip it myself, and I was just about to go through all this, and then someone posts on Twitter oh yeah, that's on YouTube. Yeah, here's the link. Here's the whole thing.
It was literally
No.
two weeks beforehand.
18 months I searched for this. I had the VHS version of the tape in my cart on eBay. I was just about to buy it, and somebody's like, "Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can just watch it there if you want." Son of a bitch!
10 out of 10. Nice dedication, though.
All right, this is a fascinating story. This is probably an objectively worse microphone. You know, it's not working. It's not working. So,
You're louder though.
All right. Is this acceptably loud?
I think this is workable. I think we got a plan.
This is good.
What's about is there a distortion here? What are we?
A little bit.
There's a bit of distortion, but it's better to have a little bit of distortion. You be mostly audible and loud enough that we can hear you and respond to what you say.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's good. Don't sweat it.
Yeah. You can be our resident robot.
Wow. What? Racist?
Hang on. What?
He could be a cyborg. You don't know. You can't judge.
Yeah, you can't judge people on the internet.
You can't just. They prefer the term electronic American, Scribbler.
All right, I fiddled.
Yeah, there's you assuming American.
I fiddled with the audio settings. Wondering if there's any less latency now, or is it?
Ooh,
That's
much
quite
better.
good. Yes, much better. Leave it right there.
All
Don't
right,
change a thing.
great. I think we got it then.
Woohoo!
Cool. Sorry for the delay, everyone. That was a fascinating story.
Yes.
It's
Hello,
fine.
Skywriter.
I mean, just MP got to regale people with stories of his 18 months of struggles in the anime community.
What
Oh,
makes
yes.
me wonder if you're not the guy to go to is if you didn't check YouTube first for all that. Huh?
It was not searchable.
It was literally uploaded to YouTube like less than 2 weeks before he was ready to buy the tape. He went 18 months of it not being there, and then somebody went, "There you go."
You're redeemed.
Yeah, it was
I
just
had to turn in my internet pirate card after that. It was very disgraceful.
To be fair, it's really hard to get hold of some of the really obscure early manga UK dubs. Like the really, really shitty early 90s dubs, where all these British actors were trying to fake American accents with varying degrees of accuracy. Oh my gosh, go back and look at Vampire Wars. It is absolute hogwash, but glorious. It's so bad. And the dub is heinous, and I love it. At one point, there's an English person trying to fake an American accent of a person trying to fake a French accent.
Oh no.
Yes.
I need this.
Sacre bleu, y'all.
And then the character gets punched in the face and also has to act like she's got a nosebleed. So like all of this together, and she's acting her little heart out, and I'm just there going, "It is so bad. I love this." Also, Lorelei King is in it, and like everything is objectively better with Lorelei King in it.
I think we're ready to get
Are
started.
we ready to go? Sunny, we're ready? Skywriter,
Yeah.
Epi, Niall, Illya, Clever, we're all ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Sunny, you all right there?
Yeah, bold.
I love when Scribbler is just talking and I can hear NP waiting to be able to say, "All right, let's start."
Look, I live alone. I have very few opportunities to talk to people who don't immediately say fuck off.
You know, I'm pretty sure that you have all the opportunity that you want.
Agreed.
Not to people who I actually like and can function in a social setting, which is harder than you think.
Nah, you're fine.
Right. Okay, I'm going to press stop on the recording.